And we're back. So here's the basic idea. This is basic to Zen and martial arts. Not all martial arts, but an aspect of, say, Taoist martial arts like Tai Chi, Qigong, any of these moving, energetic arts. The idea is, first of all, to unblock your body, to release all the blockages so the energy flows smoothly through all the energy channels and meridians of your body. And so, for example, when you're doing a sequence, a Tai Chi sequence or a Qigong sequence, you want it to be uninterrupted. So it's a continuous movement. Even when you stop, the stillness is in harmony. So you're not jamming, you're not jarring. Everything is always flowing smoothly, coordinated with your breath, coordinated with your mind, coordinated with your emotions, coordinated with your body. This is called following the golden thread, and it's a metaphor. Now here it's applied physiologically, but it's also a metaphor in life for the way you approach life. Is you follow the golden thread, the path of least resistance, but also the one that is in course, is natural. This is the natural path. That's why it's called the golden path. It's the harmonious path. So you align the whole movement with the movement of the universe. So you're here now, you're present. That's very basic. You're present, you breathe, you pay attention, and that's the basic gist of it. Now, you can apply this to anything. You can apply this to a sport, to playing an instrument, anything. Whatever you're doing, you do this no resistance. So even if something jarring comes up, like say traumatic, like worst case scenario, a traumatic experience, something very fearful, a shock. Well, in those moments, our bodies instinctually react, obviously, but in less severe circumstances. But even in those circumstances, non-resistance is not blocking. So you're not embarrassed, and you're not ashamed, or you are embarrassed and ashamed, but you don't block at that. So, for example, if you feel guilty, that's cool, because you don't feel guilty about feeling guilty. So you don't block there, you don't stop there. This is how you unravel yourself. This is how you integrate yourself. This is how you become okay with your inner world. Just okay with whatever is happening inside of you. And since what's happening inside of you is what's happening outside of you, the more you're okay with your inside world, the more you're going to be okay with your outside world, which is a parallel reflection of your inner world. Now, parallel is a very strong word. Again, everything I'm saying here is conceptual. As soon as I vocalize words, produce sentences, this is already what's called in Taoism 10,000 things. This is the 10,000 objects that are made manifest through words. This helps us. This is useful to communicate ideas symbolically, to get something across, but the idea is that what we are observing, what we're talking about here, is in a place, for lack of a better word, where language does not necessarily apply. That's a place that nothing can be ultimately said about. That's why ultimately it's all talking nonsense. It's all gibberish. So at some point you're like, well, if you want some techniques, you want to improve yourself, get bigger, faster, stronger, whatever you want to do, you can all go do that, and that's great. But don't get too caught up in it, because these are all just they're games that we play. They're very useful games, they're very fun games, but if we chase constantly after things, external things, thinking that it will one day satisfy us, that is something, that's another game, and we're going to keep on doing that and doing that and doing that, and until we get that there's what we have inside is what we You don't need anything outside of yourself. And it's not nihilistic, it's not pessimistic, because you don't stop there. It's just that you can let go, and then you can really have fun with life, because you're not afraid to live in that life. So you can actually be there to enjoy it. You know, you can take the time to breathe it in, to feel it. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this. So to me that says pretty much everything, but words are fun. I mean, you know, that's why communication can be so fun, is that we have this capacity. So if we use it for good, that's cool. But remember that life is a spectrum of polar opposites, and knowing them, being intimate and familiar with them, not pushing them away, well, that's useful. That's the whole Jungian psychological approach, is getting in touch with these archetypes so they don't fucking freak you out when they jump out. You know, it's funny when this happens, is these archetypes, they're energies that everybody has. They might be tied to biological systems, but when they come out and they've been repressed or unknown or unconscious your entire life, it can sometimes be freaky or intense, because it might seem so foreign and alien to us. And I'm talking about deep psychological work, integration work. Now, it's not to freak you out, it's not scary, whatever, it's just, it's something to be aware of. Carl Jung talked in depth about this, but it can also be approached from an energetic perspective. That's what the Taoists did. That's why Carl Jung was so interested in the I Ching and Taoism, is because there he found kind of a bridge between the spiritual world and the energetic world, all the way back to void. So there's a lot of information out there, and it's you know, check it out if you want to take the time to learn about it. There's a lot of good books. Alright, peace out. Stay tuned to part 3. Same time, same channel, same everything. Goodbye, humans.